Boom, shagalaka, back in the building, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Odee Slash. That goes up there. Let's introduce her properly. Yo, what up? My name is Odee Slash, born again, hooligan, you next unicorn, pop culture scientist, back in the building, the bomb atomically. I'm with my student, Monkey Diesel, aka Llord Nombande, aka Mr. Dildo. Yo, what up? What's good?
All good, my nigga. How you living, man?
Yeah. What's happening in Port Alley?
Yo, bro, wushu man after.
All over, bro.
Bluetooth device disconnected.
Yeah, well, but the one thing that we Dominator what we covered yesterday, that whole thing with DJ SBu. Yeah, bro. I was seeing a lot of reactions from my mind. Yeah, but for anyone, yeah,
going in and out. You're going in and out. What's up?
Yo, Bogu, sound down.
Yeah. Speak up.
Grand, all right.
Yeah.
No, I was just saying, man. I've been seeing a lot of people reacting to that whole thing. Got DJ SBu.
I've been seeing it tweets about hugging trees, some very, very comical way. About and he just posted that I just hugged the tree now. Then what?
Those black people for speaking of black people and their reaction, last week we talked about Abantu Bazamu to cancel Joe Rogan and stuff. Because of his stance and him bringing very controversial voices on his platform, which is distributed by Spotify, and low layer prompted a whole lot of artists, to try and get their music removed from the platform. Because Batabafuna by part of the platform that promotes misinformation, which is likely to kill a lot of people. And one in particular, was India array, and last week says about low and I think if a man maybe they could get the wrong idea of the message you're trying to get across by comparing Paul got Joe Rogan and the problem we had with India Ari, who is a creative, and her attempt to silence someone who's also a creative regarding different opinions. Then Mr. India Ari came out saying that was not the reason why she wanted out of Spotify. Her own reason was because of a video on Twitter, where Joe Rogan was heard that way saying the word nigga. It was a montage of him going backward that way, with the N-word. Also saying to watch Planet of the Apes in a black neighborhood in the US.
Yeah.
And when they landed there, they realized but they in the Planet of Apes, they were like in Africa. And later I realized what he had just said was racist. And now Abantu try to cancel him once more. Because of that, and he did make a video where he was apologizing for that.
Yeah.
What's your reaction to that?
You know, last week when we first spoke about this, I was not like clued up on other facts or other aspects of the story. I knew that they were crying foul because of his stance when it comes to vaccines and all that. But still, even that situation, I feel like Joe Rogan gives a platform to everyone. Come up under that, he's up. He has an opposing opinion. They come, they state their story, they put their facts and all that. He states, and he leaves it to the audience to decide to form their own conclusion.
Sure.
But that one that came out, if it was not for that one, Planet of the Apes clip, I was not gonna be that mad, or I was not gonna be that concerned, because that one, that montage of him saying nigga, 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 it's like what's the word?
No context.
No context.
Yeah.
It's just anyone can, like, he might say, I had someone using the word nigga at the grocery store, and I intervened and I told them not to use the word nigga. And somebody might just chop up that part, nigga, 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 with no context, right? But him saying that he was dropped in a movie theater or a cinema, in a black cinema, to watch Planet of the Apes, and still say that he was in the Planet of the Apes, like in Africa, that one was racist. That was a racist statement. I felt his apology when he apologized. He realized that what he did or what he said was very, very racist. But now the question is, bruh, like how do we this thing of racism? Let's say if somebody, you have a white boy, you know that this guy is cool with black people, he's down for the struggle, and then he says one racist thing, maybe something that is out of context, or maybe he says, like, we all snap at some point in time. He snaps and then he says some racist thing. Is he gonna be labeled now a racist because of that one incident?
You know, I find this very interesting. Because a story of Charlemagne and Santos Malibongwe, homie, a white boy. But this one time they were chilling out now with band, so so he's stepping out of the car to go to get something from the shop. So Uti out, yo, take that shit off now, because to those people, you will be just a nigga.
So it's his white boy who's saying this to him.
Yeah, so what the fuck about, you know? But thinking about it, I will saying this, but from a point of view of those people, because South well, so I'll take it out exactly. So I call about Diana. That's exactly what those people say, not that man is saying low way. So in those situations, and I also hate to come up with context as Abongile be comfortable for these races to say these words to be insensitive. I have a particular problem, dog, with about down with black people feeling entitled now just because they identify more with the culture that black people have created.
Yeah.
Feel entitled that way, so they can say this N word and you're
okay.
Yeah, well, they need to even if ubalisa something Red Fox might have said back in the day. But because racism. I also feel the same, but it affects us, and there's no way in hell. There's not even a single white person that understands the impact of racism and psychology, and even the welfare of us as black people. Because till this day, even hundreds, decades of years later, that way, still feel racism, and even in the world is set up, it favors white people. So kind of be insensitive around the way there. I lend it.
So, like, don't you think that the word nigger should stop being used even by black people? Completely.
I don't think so.
Because now the reason I'm saying this, hip hop uses the word nigger a lot. And if you look in America, like the fan base a population, it's white people it's a lot of white people. Even if you check the concerts if you check festivals it's white people who are there. And these guys, they come and they perform these words. They perform this song that uses these words. Are those now who are not black not supposed to sing along? If it's a song, if a song is a man, Nick, what is this white boy supposed to say?
They're supposed to shut the fuck up.
Why?
Because they shouldn't be saying that word. Because in Elenduka, it's different. Guys are stuck from Google. Yeah, but I understand the point of us that we're refraining from using that word. But you have to think that us adopting alagama and the still change way not to mean what it means. It took effort, but from inside later, and we were tired of being called this thing. And we call Lendo, this cloud of negativity, anxiety, depression, and this move back. This word is trigger shy. So abantu bamnyama bazama that way to give it a different meaning. So it's a journey layer food yendlela yethu just emancipated from racism and the effects of racism. So we shouldn't be rushed by white people. We should not take the command from white people on what to say, what not to say, when to stop, when to start, just because feel entitled to that flow way. This is a conversation that should only happen exclusively amongst Black communities. You have to commend people like Kanye West for removing amakamanjiana from the album and we need Black executives who work with record labels to stand up and say, but yo, every album has a puma under budget theater under it needs to be censored, Ilka. If it's something we agree that way amongst each other, it needs to stop. Not isuke from white people feel entitled to say the space so that those are racist.
What will happen then if white consumers, they say, we're not going to purchase, we're not going to buy your music if you continue using this word?
They shouldn't buy it if the condition that we have to jump through loops just to satisfy Bona or to provide comfort for Bona.
Okay, let's say you have breeds, half Black, half white. Are they allowed to use the N-word?
They are, because there's no such thing as half white, half Black. The moment ilenduka genome yelenduka yomnyama interacts with the genome of a different race, then the genome is dominant. Automatically that person becomes Black.
So Logic was Black.
Yes, Black.
So you cool with Logic using the N-word to you?
Joe, I'm not cool with Joe. I want to in the Logic. It's very controversial, because it's Abongile many conversations that's insensitive about so let's rather not go into that.
No, the reason I'm using Logic as an example, because you say that there's no such thing as half Black, half white. So I believe that there are half breeds.
Yeah,
there are people who have Black mothers and white fathers. Obviously, most of the time, pigmentation tends to be light skin. They tend to be light skin, right? Even though they will classify themselves as Black most of the time. But there are kids who are like J. Cole, who are like Aubrey, Drake. Those are half breeds. You can even see J. Cole. You can even see J. Cole, how they don't care about being millionaires, how they dress. Like that's some white steel. That's some white steel. Those grandpa jackets, those grandpa jerseys. That's some white steel. That's some white steels, my G. So
we're digressing, dog. But we are on a conversation about Joe Rogan. But we really appreciate what Joe Rogan has stood for in the past 10 years. Him creating media platform, because media has always been used to suppress certain voices and wrong way. Then he's figured out a way to bring those suppressed voices onto a much more mainstream platform. Not really mainstream, but he's doing numbers more than mainstream. And Lowell has created problems for and pre-existing institutions. Isn't a problem? So you look at this situation, because just like Leandro, there was a call to cancel him because of a vaccine and whatnot. Then about a couple of hours later, then there was a call to cancel him because of racism. Then in this situation, we need to discuss the issue of Joe Rogan. We need to say about Rogan, we are with you on the issue of freedom of speech. But you have to understand that there's consequences from speaking your mind. And in this particular instance, you said some bullshit about Black people. And it might not have been in context, but Lena has been was in context. And when you later rectified yourself by admitting that you're actually wrong for saying that shit. So now, Ghana Sibona, look at the ease with which way you are able to pronounce way and how it rolls off the tongue. And you offset that with when seeing in the black dominated as the planet of apes. Now it's niggas a different idea of where now you were very good at concealing racism. It could be you were very good at concealing racism, yeah. Okanye, like so many white people out there who are not aware, but they've been indoctrinated into this idea of white supremacy. As much as they are not aware, but it manifests. When they slip up. So there's an issue that needs to be addressed. We don't need to tiptoe around when it comes to this issue.
What if Rogan is really a racist and is part of the racist clan? And that is why Spotify decided to give him those hundreds of millions instead of giving it to black podcasters. Like Joe Biden was also in the same struggle with Spotify. Yeah. And he was pulling in numbers, but the offer that they gave him was not as close as to what Joe Rogan was offered. So what if Joe Rogan was strategically placed there because they knew that he's part of them as the racists, as the Ku Klux Klan, the 1%. So this one now is in those Vesges as things will eventually unfold as time goes by. And now he's stuck now. He's trying to redeem himself. He's trying to get back to the graces of the black community, doing these apology tours as Enzayo, trying to get back now to the good books. What if this white boy is racist?
Was a plenty racist. Exactly, dog. Because and I remember Talib Kweli boys with Dave Chappelle. So he's saying, but okay, I love Dave Chappelle, he's my friend, we hang around song, and I know about his friends with Joe Rogan, but I don't fuck with Joe Rogan. And I've met with Joe Rogan and I've told him, but I have a problem with Ez's way, but this was before the circulated. Yeah, but so there's people like Dave Chappelle, yeah, but there's even a community of comedians. Yeah, but I've heard few of more coming out defending Dave Chappelle, saying he's not racist. Even Charlamagne himself, he only met Joe Rogan twice when he went on his platform and when he went to Andrew's wedding. But so ungakwazi nyani ukuthi umuntu akho racist from interactions ezithu xa kuvela imontage of him saying the N-word and kuvela a metaphor that he used to describe black people, which was used that way back in the day by KKK and all these people saying black people are apes. So what if this guy was strategically positioned in the apple? Only later to push the white supremacist agenda. So we don't know. Hasn't gone okay. I want at this time, the reaction and backlash that he's facing for the way is warranted. Yeah, and he needs that way, he needs to suffer whatever consequences that come from running your mouth, from saying racist bullshit like this. And this comes at the heels of Whoopi Goldberg. Are they cancelled for whatever she said?
Yeah.
Choose all of these people. Then in a way, akakwazi uba cancelled though. Can you hear my put us, ma?
Yeah, that was serious. And take you serious for shit.
I even lost the train of thought. Yeah.
So did you sort them out?
Let's just close the door.
Right. And I think there's also a video streaming platform that offered him 100,000 to come join. Jamshid, where they don't censor, uncensored. They don't fuck with that censorship thing.
Yes, dog. It reminded me of what Van Lathan said about Kanye West and free speech. But Kanye West is not really looking for free speech. What he wants is white speech. And he went on further to say that white people want to be able to say whatever they want to say. And there not be consequences for them saying the most foul shit ever. Yeah, well, so when you look at Loeg and Ogeba, other people are not really allowed to say what they want. The whole world that way gave Mlindo people back tongue-lash for saying Holocaust wasn't about race. Holocaust was about human nature and all of that. She was suspended, she lost money, she was taken off. But all these right-wing Lenduka, black, white guys, Zifuna bana are saying that.
Don't you want to handle this thing, dog? Because you're saying some stuff that doesn't make sense. Some white black guys. Handle your hand.
All these right wingers, that way, Bafuna they ignored these racist remarks and racist position Joe Rogan has taken in the past. But the moment Omnia Umdu talks about Holocaust, go crazy about Holocaust, then Bafuna Lamdu Bana to face the most grave consequences ever. But once you say bullshit about black people, they've never to know you are not racist. And less than the one I was 10 years back. And you get about your fellow black people coming in now we better take it alone. Yeah, bro.
Yeah. That's true, bro.
Yeah.
That's true.
No, I really feel like, dog, as black people, we should be grateful to other white people, liberal white people, as much as whenever we talk about liberal whites, specifically in the US, to label whites about seller out from the agenda, your white supremacy. Yeah, but if it wasn't for those people to call out Joe Rogan, I don't think black people have a social position to cancel powerful white males like Joe Rogan. Yeah, well, it's because there's other people from other races that co-opt such movements and stand for black people and stand for racism and stand for white dominance that assist to have people who are powerful in the trouble. Yeah, what
do you think there are really, really genuinely white people who have black people's interests at heart? Like purely?
I think Lawe, there are white people who have realized Lawe, white domination, okanye the position white people hierarchy, societal hierarchy, and through evil bullshit. So it doesn't sit well with Bona Lowele. So whenever they see Izzy, Izzy's partners, the Tetango Joe Rogan, then Baba disgusted by London. But genuinely to fight against Lowe India.
Oh, so they do exist, Abanabanja.
Yeah, they do exist.
So, like, what would you say with statement that is usually made by Dr. Umar Johnson of white women marrying black prominent or maybe potentially prominent black athletes, actors, entertainers? Do you think that there are white women who marry black people purely out of love without having intentions of like being with them because of their success?
Yeah, of course. Makona, bro. Abanye babo. Yabona these situations apho abantu abamnyama nabamhlophe baya interact as equals and kanye zonke eziwe. They genuinely fall in love with white females do fall in love with black men because of what black men stand for. Yeah, but us as black men, especially Tina upper in Africa, about culture and whatnot, we tend to have like we take a particular position when it comes to how society needs to be designed. And low way, like where's Abanda informed? It's very attractive to female species. Then as white female species, zona, males as our interactor nazo are all about white supremacy. Most yazo about white supremacy. Then it does not excite a female, a white female outside, engakhuliswanga ligama any white supremacy. Then you get someone la we Odwa omnyama coming from indlela genuine of organizing family structures and whatnot. You're bound to fall in love with boy without any ulterior motive.
How do you feel when you see a black dude with a white chick maybe walking extra train or wherever? How do you feel?
I'm hating. I used to hate now.
And then do you hate on the who do you hate on? Do you hate on this setup, or you hate on this guy for acquiring this white Nubian princess?
Usually back in the day, then it's that whole jungle fever thing, going on. So I would hate, but there's other people that realize as fantasy just now as teenagers. So hate used to come from that, seeing someone every position where now you wish you were in. Yeah, boy. This took up from up.
So how do you feel? You hate on this setup, or you hate on this guy? Yo, fuck you, dude.
Hating on the guy.
And then what if
you
now
to hate on the guy?
And then now who do you hate on if it's a white dude with a black chick?
What I do it the white chick I mean a problem, yeah. It's a fun girl. Back then there was a point, dog. I was very radical, yeah. I was on some Dr. Umar Malcolm X type of shit. So as genuine. And the other time the patriarch you can ignorance. Because a white dude with a black female, is out loud to satisfy his libidinous desires, yeah, but he fetish and I. When I would see a black dude with a white female, yeah, I feel natural and I would just only hate on the guy. Yeah, but I don't really get credit of doing a area, it's equal. I just accept it without hating.
I'm always curious when I see interracial relationships, especially if it's a black dude and a white chick, especially if they are married, they're planning to have a family. I always ask myself, in that household, who is going to dominate? Like, not physically, but now the language, because the language is your identity.
So
the language, what language are they going to speak there? Who's going to compromise now to meet another one halfway?
The black one compromises.
Most of the time, yeah, that's what I've noticed also.
Not most of the time, all the time.
Is it?
Yeah, of course. Dog, the interracial marriages or relationships. White people do not come out of zone. They adopt a culture, but black people adopt white culture that way. They get rid of the language. Their kids had to speak
their mother tongue, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, for instance, the people like about Limpopo and Osizo can speak his Xhosa, and Osizo went to the bushes, but
Is it?
Yeah, they did that. But Utibana is Xhosa was found later now. I realized my fact. He needs to interact with these people at the eye level. You can't be bend down, but English now, even though they are comfortable with the so I want to from the kid, London, then he had to be taught his Xhosa.
So he learned his Xhosa at a later stage. So his father failed as a father, as a head of the house, to make sure that the kid. Yeah, he failed. I believe if you're my child, I'm supposed to teach you. I'm supposed to install these values. Your identity. Your identity, first of all, is determined by your language. The language that you speak identifies who you are, where you're coming from, who do you belong to, what's your clan, what's your culture, you understand? So if I fail in that, for 1 second, and up, like not only people that are in interrelationships, even black people. I feel like vomiting when I see a black couple that lives in the suburbs that take their kids to modern schools. When they are in amongst black people, they say, "Hey, I got squads is closer." Like, when you get the nerve, the audacity, right, to say that, you are see is closer. So you failed as a parent to, but if Mdanago is doing that, they can understand their own language. It's cool. I'm not saying that I am perfect. I want to be a perfect father. My kid, I make sure that I teach him his language. This hard to pronounce words like those words, so that he can be proud. Every time I ask him so that he can understand that this is his language. Then the English is fine. It's fine for a kid to know how to speak English, other languages also. But it's very important to know your language, your own language.
But black people, particularly up in South Africa, but feel like what happened to abandon the culture and the identity. They have achieved something, a level of sophistication amongst the class high. If they can't speak their own language, if their kids can't speak language, well, they even go as far as asking, man, it's called the language of origin, so all sorts of crazy bullshit like that. In a way. So and even ish in the close white proximity, it gets into our brains that way. The moment you start working with white people, you interact with them, or you go to school with them, all of a sudden, we will feel like you are up class of Abo Banga, but I don't get to socialize with white people. So so slowly as endemic system is peeling as black people.
Like your language is not cool enough.
Not cool enough.
And how do you feel when these white kids they speak fluent African languages? There's this white boy
and we got excited.
This white boy on TikTok. This white boy in TikTok. Oh, I like some of his videos. When he's saying this stuff, bro, he's saying like a cousin boy. And I get conflicted. Should I be happy for this thing? Or should I like hate on this thing? I'm in the middle when it comes to that.
Why my head? Because you identified by it's crazy in New York, man, say about why people have settled in South Africa for this long, but they don't make an effort to even pronounce our names. We call a superiority complex by now. So Kaubona in the natural of someone omhlophe ebonakala bana umhlophe wase-Africa, then you feel right, you feel right, kusukela level of the confusion and learn this is bullshit.
I feel excited. That's why I'm saying I'm conflicted. I feel excited because it is, as a father, you know almost when your child does something that stage as advanced, when you see a Neanderthal is able now to speak a language of a civilized man, from this animalistic nature to this like original state. So I feel happy in that way.
Because gonna get us in trouble with this shit.
Are you scared of being cancelled? Are you scared of being cancelled?
I'm not scared of being cancelled, but I do not want anything as Abongile to fuck with the potential of earning money and providing food. But no way, it does not mean, but I can't speak my mind. Yeah. I want to speak my mind, but I don't deliberately. I'm careful. I don't want to. For instance, that way, every time we talk about race and everything, it points them are very strong and are very radical. Not that, but both they might come across as radical or strong. But Kuba Abandu are afraid to speak on issues of race. I can speak to say Orania and speak on racism. I'm not afraid when it comes to racism to speak away. But I don't want to insult Abandu and Jay. But I can tell I've had this conversation with white people, telling them exactly and identifying the underlying racial bias or racism exists. But the layer is there with subconscious, because just that time you haven't said anything crazy. But the way you look at black people, you don't see them as equals. Yeah, but I've told them straight in their face, and I can still do that. Yeah, but I don't think there's one white man but
can you say that in English?
I'm saying in English, I'm saying there's not even a single white man I'm scared or afraid to say the truth right in front of his face. The population of 7, almost 8 billion people. Yeah, but I can speak my truth that way with any and every man in the world. Yeah, because I know, but
you don't only talk
I'm
about
right
it, about it.
Yeah, I'm right about this. I'm not making shit up. When I tell them, but there's an agenda of white supremacy, and you guys are aware of this because it provides comfort for me. So you are not interested in getting rid of the way, but you want it to be so subtle that other people do not pick it up, or the privileges that it brings for Nina and the comfort it provides for your families and the future families. You don't want to get rid of that, because once this racism gets addressed, then it would mean that the playing field is level. And playing field being level, it's a means of redistributing resources, which you guys are not prepared to have redistribution happening in front of your eyes.
Yeah, hey man, all this race talk, this serious talk nowadays is boring me now. Let's get into some nigga shit. What nigga shit came across your timeline?
I don't know, bro. Today, where?
Not really, because I've been busy the whole day, actually the whole week. But there was something that I was seeing, but I did not actually get to delve into it deeper about DJ Maphorisa ripping off the artist. Did you check that one out?
I saw that.
Because I remember last week he made a long post, but I did not read it. Then I saw somebody from Mlindo's camp talking back, and then I'm the way to entertain it. What's going on?
So yeah, Mlindo. Yo, you still there?
Yeah.
Okay. So Howard used to do production with Maphorisa. Those niggas were out there trying to slander Ulenduka.
Wait, which Howard? Howard, the guy that plays now. Isn't that Howard? Some education improvement.
Howard Stan.
No, Howard Stan. That's Howard Stan, man. There's a guy that used to be on Ammunition's projects back in the days.
And yes, but this nigga, music producer, he plays keys. Yeah, bro.
I think Howard is the same guy that plays Lerumo on Scandal. That's not him.
Okay, I don't watch Ilenduka.
Okay, maybe someone else. Okay, maybe someone else.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so these niggas were out there trying to slander Maphorisa, and they thought maybe that way, would be entertained by that much. Yeah, because it was baseless. This one guy was claiming that he produced these hits So these guys were asking, Bana, so Maphorisa did nothing. And he's saying, no, Maphorisa would program beats on the PC. Then he will ask you to play those exact keys. Yeah, he would play piano roll on the way and compose that shit. Then I play exactly the way you keyboard piano and play this bass, but I didn't program it. So they want us to believe, Bana, this nigga can't do shit. So I'm like, motherfucker, this guy produced the record, and he will say maybe he will come through and change the way Ilenuka is selling a chord, and he will like the sequencing of instruments or whatnot, yeah, but and it will sound better. So they do not want to credit him as a producer. If he managed to do that, he will get there while they were bullshitting. I fine tune it so that it will sound better that way. Yeah, but so this one, any nigga yona ethi Maphorisa signed Mlindo, and Maphorisa was busy back then. So what nigga bana road manage this guy. Then this nigga I am overtaker and started taking bookings, gave himself jobs. Yeah, from Mlindo, yeah, bro.
Yima uthe no Maphorisa road manager, my manager. Can you road manager?
My road manager, because Maphorisa never thought Mlindo would be as big. So he wanted someone, but then he will focus towards music. Then Mlindo became bigger. Now Maphorisa wanted this like that time, say not only is he a road manager, he manager, DJ, driver, takes these bookings, and he expects to be paid 5 salaries from Louis. Then Mlindo is left with just a fraction.
So this nigga wants to be paid for being a bookie, and also being a road manager, and also being a manager, being an agent also.
Yes.
So he's the one who's basically ripped off Mlindo.
He let me tell you, you're the one who's ripping Mlindo off, most. You're some rip of bullshit. And it's we went to buy Mlindo a house, so
so you're surprised Mlindo. While Mlindo is struggling, diesel.
Yeah, so if you know Mlindo, grateful, but he's not even charging. So he's 6 as roses alive.
So he's still now, is he still managing Mlindo?
Because now Mlindo wants to fuck with Maphorisa back, yeah.
Now, okay.
So all these sour grapes, they stem from that.
Okay.
That's some nigga shit for real.
Yeah, nigga shit. Nigga shit.
That is some nigga shit, bro.
I saw Nandoleana Parka in the land, and I think after this recording, I'm gonna go back and check it out. But I want to check out that series, Manifest. I think did we speak about it?
Yeah, I've seen Manifest. I think just left with 4 episodes from season 1, and I end up busy with something else. Yeah,
it's nice.
I just need to refresh. Nice.
Worth it.
Nice.
Yeah. The other day I was watching the Titanic. You know, I've watched Titanic back in the days, and Lona that has problem with memory.
Yeah.
So now I only know the ending, how it ends.
Sure.
So my sister-in-law was by my crib. She asked me to play it for her. Then we sat and we watched it, and it was beautiful. It's a beautiful movie, most Titanic.
Fuck out of here. That shit is long, bro. So you were chilling there like
It's a beautiful movie, bro. Like this guy, like the ending is so sad to the point that the way that Umchita was holding on to this chick, but was saying that I'm never gonna let go. And he did not up until he died, that chap.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah, he's a better man. Oh, yes.
So you tell me that whether you let go?
The situation will be natural.
Woof, woof. Who let the dogs out? Ow, ow.
No, the situation will be natural. We will go back to our basic instincts of self-preservation. I didn't even know actor, but in nature will take its course.
So when you don't, do you think that Abantu, like, even though in nature, like self-preservation, there aren't people who are saying that I'd rather lay my life down for you because I love you?
I'm not doing that, not for anyone.
Oh, you never die when for your woman.
In those situations, no way, nature will take its course.
In nature, which is self-preservation. So
and
when
now,
it comes,
I'm not expecting.
So if I'm situation, it's either you or her.
The nature. Mother
Bye-bye.
Nature knows best, nigga.
Bye-bye. See you.
That would be the time to hug a tree, dog, and interact with the nature. Let the melanin do the talking, dog. You shut the fuck up.
I think now I'll die enough for my woman, bro. Seriously. No cap, real talk. Yeah, I'll die for it.
How would you feel that way if she would say, let melanin and Buffett do the talking? If way would you rather have your husband leave and you go to Abraham's bosom?
You know that, yeah.
No, melanin. Melanin and Buffett.
You know the thing about love, when you love someone, you don't love them because you love them regardless.
Let's go, Shakespeare.
So I'm not gonna say I love her because she do A, B, C for me. I love her regardless if she does A, B, and C for me.
Yes, why nature might have its cause in those situations. It's because I believe so much we journey and is the layer here on earth. So I don't want to take irrational decisions that will interfere with the natural order of things. I feel like I'm here for a reason. So
maybe your reason is to die that day.
Nah.
That's the reason you're here, nigga, to sacrifice.
Nah.
Your reason is here to sacrifice. Be a martyr.
No. You know what is joy, but the purpose, you know the purpose. For people who do not know the purpose, but who are still seeking that way to find your, it could be that by here to assist those who already know what to do. Then they should sacrifice their being here on earth just for the advancement of those who know what they are here for. So one thing I know, one, is that I'm not here to die for the next person. So I'm here to do a whole lot of things. So I would rather have other people who are not aware to give away their life so that I can still be here and pursue the purpose, which is part of a greater plan, and the universe is always right. I'm on my DJ SBu, nigga.
Did you go to the same seminar as DJ SBu?
We were there. Shout out to the boy Mabuda, man.
Fundin, maybe your reason is for you to die, Fundin. Maybe that was his destiny. The reason why George Floyd was brought to this world. To say I can't breathe, to die. So, maybe that's the reason, bro. Let's not run away from this, and it's your reason. If you have to die, you gotta die.
Fact. I'm not saying I will not do this if my time here on earth is up. I don't mind that way. But I saw us in this big position of going to Abraham's bosom. If it's time, then it's time.
I hear you.
Yo, what's going on, Lawe? Are you growing your hair the same way as DJ SBu?
Actually, I cut my hair, Nje. I cut my hair. Hey, so I went with my barber. Say, yo, decrease it. Decrease the level, length.
I'll put about associated.
Yeah, I don't want that frequency because I believe that there's that frequency that happens when you have long hair. Hey, I got a job. Jay-Z did something, bruh.
Yeah.
Because all these guys now growing their hair now after Jay-Z grew his hair. Anat, did you see the latest picture of Anat?
Nah.
No, I'm not saying that guys were not growing their hair. Guys have been doing that. But popular culture, pop culture, is the one that started. It's not actually the one. The one that actually did that was that half-breed J. Cole, Grandpa J. Cole. You know, he's the first. He's the first one who did that. But when Hove did it, since Hove is Hove, now a lot of people now started following that swag.
Yim. When now you know never policy dread.
I never grew dreads. That was a dreads.
No, but in because now I twist bang peso.
There's twist and because of Baba and Funuskam.
There's twist. Okay. There's a whole lot of people abanale hairstyle. Bani in particular what inspired Shai about my better.
I don't think there was anyone that inspired me, and except for the type of hairdo to be accepted, even we office spaces. Because most of the time we cut our hair because of we want to look a particular way to the bosses. But as soon as it was something that is accepted, I used to, back in the day, I used to rock braids. So sometimes I would look on this kulule as a braids and but I couldn't go anywhere without being saying, yo, this is not proper, comb your hair and stuff like that. So there was no one actually that inspired me to do that.
So what makes you think other people that way? There was one man in particular, and style then Alandela so. If when there was these reasons as rational, that's it.
But when I was on competition, who are these that you can compare me to?
Hence, I was asking, was there any particular figure it's meant to be? Oh, I okay, this is cool. Let me follow that man. Against the style of Sam Sifan on the side. You said no. And so I'm saying when people like Abo Anati and all of these other people, you say to chase the YNs and then when I
yeah, it's because of Baba. Why bands after Enzi like you and the fun and the day.
And Google.
And Ivo, Mike check 1 2. Mike check 1 2 1 2 1 2. And Ivo.
Yeah.
DT Banaba. There's one particular person that was known for a certain hairstyle, like the dark Caesar. He used to cut dark Caesar, né? And then after that, he grew his hair, let it grow like that, and he didn't care. And he moved in spaces where entertainers, like they were formerly, like he's a billionaire and all that. Abangile, they were inspired by Nombnde. I am saying that I believe that Odwa SBu, they were inspired by that hairstyle. I believe that.
One taxes.
Taxes is a hairdo, it's a hairstyle.
Okay.
It's a taxes, like when you cut your fade, but you cut it like too short, and now then it becomes darker in the what you mean?
Okay. But Uche why from Bastia? If you look at the pictures, even he looked the entire look, and it's got this obsession with
the past, it's all over,
yeah. So he's one person that way, as he has your for sure, but he bet his style for just like Nas.
Now Nas is growing dreads now.
Nah, but I let you guys. This is how natural black hair grows. So you can't say they got Jay-Z. It's a very specific style. This is Kapaskia. So other people they just grow hair.
Why don't you grow your hair if that's how natural black hair grow? Why don't let your hair grow naturally?
Because I'm not for days. I used to have a skin problem as a kid. So I grow some fucked up pimples all over my hair and on my face as well. So it's purely because of that. I saw a hairstyle.
But if you can get something, and those pimples, you let your hair grow.
I'm not gonna stick that. I've got better things in no worry.
I'm not saying you're worrying about it. I'm asking you, since you said the reason why you cut your hair is because of the pimples, the skin problem.
Yeah.
So if Baba, I can offer you something that will take care of those pimples, would you let your hair grow?
It will depend, but I don't exactly know for sure.
In their pimples, like razor palms.
Yeah.
Razor palm, yeah. Something in the natural. In the natural way, like
sure.
Yeah.
Oh no, I will try it.
So the because it trends quick. Did you see the excitement in your face? I will try it.
Nah,
when I get your basket, oh nigga, do you, boy, do you? You know, do you think of it? I've never seen you with hair.
Yeah, dog. Last time, it was a very long time ago.
Zanga in a cut, nix.
Back in high school.
Oh, that bonu better go Tupac.
Yeah, see, I used to rock it. I used to have dreadlocks, dog, back in the day.
Nazi photos in London.
And
we don't believe you. You need more people.
Yo, have you seen the Tina Swindler?
Not yet.
Yeah, yo, you need to watch that shit, bro.
I think I should check it out before to check it away. I manifest, ne?
Yeah, before manifest. Well, Liana, I get documentary now. I think just an hour and a half.
Yeah. I can't finish the harder before.
Why not, bro?
I can't finish it.
Why, dog?
I think it was overhyped for me.
That's actually very dope.
It was overhyped for me. I fell asleep twice.
Are you into action movies and shit?
Nah, not really. But I like the storyline, the dialogue, and the cinematography. The cinematography.
Yeah, very dope.
Yeah, dope. And the soundtrack.
Yeah.
So far, hey.
Yes, sir. Check out the team, the scene, because we need to have a discussion on that. Yeah, well,
check it out.
Yeah.
Before we bounce, I think we've been here for an hour now, ne?
Yeah.
Ah, cool. Ready for some questions?
I don't have any for you, dog.
Don't worry. Cut.
The whole day you're thinking about this way.
I think about you every day, Machi. That's why I end up writing these things. I think about you. Like most we think about each other most of the time. Like how we blow kisses, class for guys on the WhatsApp.
I don't do the shit, bro.
Is this gonna affect your future earnings? How about some hardcore motherfucker, bro, for saying that you will never die for P? Yo. Yeah.
Get it off already, nigga. I can see this shit is burning you, bro.
Hey.
This question is.
Alright, cool. Heaven or reincarnation?
Heaven.
Jesus or Muhammad?
The Prophet Muhammad.
Bible or the Quran?
The only book that was mathematically written and scientifically written. The Holy Quran.
Okay. Religion or politics?
Religion.
Yesterday or tomorrow?
Ooh. Oh. Yesterday. Can I qualify that?
Yeah, if you want to.
Yeah, because tomorrow is conceptual, and yesterday is reality. So yesterday.
Last one. Relax, Moon. Hey, who's got stress and that, man? There you go. Alcohol.
Talk your shit.
Alcohol or sex?
Whew. Easy. The second one. Second one.
Yes, neither one is better. Which one is that one?
Not alcohol.
Which one, Galog, if not alcohol?
There were just two options there.
Which one is what and what? Did you hear the questions, bro?
Yeah.
I feel like you didn't hear me. Did you hear the questions?
Yeah.
I said alcohol and what?
You said alcohol and what? And relaxing.
Eh?
Relax. What?
So you didn't hear me, ne?
Okay, what did you say?
I said alcohol and sex.
Oh, the last one.
Sex.
That one. All right. Okay. My turn.
So Peter, from the top of the dome.
Let's fire from the top.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pause.
Fire from the top.
Pause. Don't do it, bruh. Don't do it if you're not ready.
Now, sometimes I can't finish as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bruh. Let me leave you. Let me check out this Twitter swindler. And later on, maybe I'm gonna check out. Maybe. Hey, I don't think I'm gonna have time because tomorrow I'm going to Beaufort West, go to Graf Reinet, Kerkut, then back home. So I have to be up early. Yeah.
Okay,
Do you miss me?
So this is our last episode this week.
Yeah. Do you miss me?
Just to go out Friday. Nah. Yo, bro. Hey, we'll shoot this weekend. Yes, but don't you know any person because now maybe Mikona Kanye Glanda on Barcelona, someone you can talk to try and facilitate for that.
To shoot something like Enja.
Like DJ show told you about.
Oh, you can talk to these guys there, mid-corner or what's this place now? Flip. Mid-corner and Endawin.
Now the numbers up.
Nah.
Okay, no. Let me talk to Lloyd.
Yeah, talk to Llord. Maybe hit them. For oh shit. Are you okay? Let's talk behind the scenes because I'm gonna mention people's names now. Maybe they're gonna feel like they're gonna be cancelled once their names are heard.
Yeah.
Anyway, you can sleep, my dog.
It's cash, man. Cash.
Hi, peace. Where can people find you? Where can people find you?
Dog, yo, I don't want any of you watching here to interact with me on social media. Take to your lane, nigga. I'm not your friend. Do not invite me. Just interact with me when you see me walk past the street, dog. We can have a proper conversation. I don't want that digital bullshit.
Alright, cool. We out. Odee / OS too fresh.
No, wise.
Yeah.